What is good, YouTube? This is Vortex46. I'm back with another video. Be sure to go follow me over on Twitter or X at Vortex46 for all of my picks for today's NBA and NCAA March Madness slate, as well as MLB. Yeah, guys, we went one-on-one for our two NBA lock picks yesterday. The Andrew Nembhard one was a really good read, I felt like, just because he was averaging set amount of PRAs. I think it was 18 under the mark, which was 19 and a half, and he was averaging 18 over the last 5 games. But it was just more interesting that he was averaging above that. He was averaging like 23 or 24 PRAs against my Oklahoma City Thunder, and he hit 26, so that didn't cash. But the Franz Wagner did cash for him to go over his assists. He finished with, I believe it was 5 or 6 assists. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about a different player. The under hit 4.5 for him to go under. It was a blowout win by the Magic, and he finished with 3 assists, so I'll gladly take that as a win. But ultimately, all my single bets, I went 0-2 for the March Madness. The spread picks, they both fell through. Alabama got pretty much lost, and the other Florida didn't cover the spread, but they won. So, it is what it is. But I went 5-2 for the NBA on my single picks. Like I said, 1-1 with the locks. And MLB, I had one specific, if I remember correctly, one specific single bet. It was Freeman to get 2 total bases. He hit a home run, so he had 4, and then I went 2-6 for him as far as my parlays are concerned. So it is what it is with that. But let's dive into the NCAA March Madness picks here, and then we'll dive into the 2 lock NBA picks and a couple of other NBA picks here for today. And then whatever else I decide to post on my Twitter, be sure to go follow me over at Twitter at Vortex46 for all of the picks. March Madness Elite 8, 2 picks here. Gonna go with the overs for both games, because again we're on the final leg of this Elite 8 here. Again, congratulations to both Florida and Duke for moving on. I believe they're going to be facing each other in the Final Four. So, going to take Tennessee versus Houston's over. It's 124.5. This is the lowest number for today. I will gladly take this over on Caesars at -115. The Volunteers are actually 5-0 to the over the last 5 games. And the Cougars are just above 500, 3-2 to the over their last 5 games. So hopefully this one cashes. And the final pick for this final Elite 8 game here is Michigan State versus Auburn. Taking the over 147.5, -110 once again over on Caesars. Spartans are also 5-0 to the over their last 5 games. But not only that, the Tigers are actually 4-1 to the over their last 5 games. Hopefully both of these cashes for the over. We'll see what happens with both. And now let's dive into the 2 lock picks here, as long as my laptop is kind to me. If not, I will just do it on my here we go. I was going to do it on my phone, but just in case, I'll pull it up on my phone as well here. So first lock pick, gonna look to take the Clippers Cavaliers game over 230 and a half. This is -110 over on DraftKings. Pretty much the rest of my picks, I believe, are over on DraftKings, if I remember correctly, but we'll see what it is. So real simple, real sweet. Both teams are actually 4-1 to the over their last 5 games, and more interesting enough, they're above 500 in this spot here. They've met 3 times more recently, and they're actually 2-1 to the over. So basically back-to-back games where they met most recently, they went over the numbers. Hopefully this one cashes for the first lock pick. And the second lock pick, I'm going back to doing team total points. It's been a minute. I've been doing a lot of player props lately, but I still do love taking team total points. I'm actually going to go on ahead and take the Blazers to go over their team total points. It's 106.5 against the New York Knicks. They're actually on the road against the Knicks here. It's -108 over on DraftKings. Last 5 games, the Blazers are actually averaging 115 points. Hitting at 100% rate, and versus the Knicks themselves specifically, though, here's the thing: the Knicks have held the Portland Trailblazers to just 97 points, 96.6 in 3 meetings. Now, the most recent meeting that they had, they actually scored 113 points against the Knicks. So hopefully that that one does indeed happen again tonight. We'll see what happens with that. Knicks defense, though, this is in a more positive light here when it's pertaining to this number, or when it's just pertaining to holding the team to a team total point under. They're actually 2-3 in the last 5 games holding teams under their team total points, and their defense are actually allowing 112 points currently. So hopefully the Blazers can get their team total points over this mark here. And next up, I'm actually going to go back to this cat. It's been a minute since I've bet on him, but I'm going to take a chance on Julius Randle here. We're going to see what happens with this pick here, right? So I'm actually going to go on ahead and take Julius Randle to get 5 assists tonight or today against the Pistons. It's minus 120 over on DraftKings. Last 5 games, here's the kicker. He's only averaging 4.4 assists. He's hitting at a 40% rate over the last 5 games when it's pertaining to his passing. He had 8 assists in the most recent game, and he's only hit this mark 2 out of the last 3 games. Versus the Pistons themselves, though, he's actually averaging 7. He's literally hit 7 on the nose in 2 meetings against the Pistons. But another interesting note, though, Pistons versus power forwards. This is actually in the green here. They're under 500, 2-3 at stopping power forwards from passing, and their defense are actually allowing 4.6 assists to the position. So hopefully Randle can go out here and get some passes off. He basically is averaging around like 8 or 9 assists per game currently. So hopefully he can still make the magic happen. Actually, it might be above that, might be 10 plus, but we'll see what happens with that. And the final pick that I'm going to talk about, I got another picker, but I'm not going to bring it up. But I'm going to go on ahead and take the San Antonio Spurs team total points, another one, to go over 109.5 versus the Warriors. This is minus 115 over on DraftKings. Last 5 games, they're actually averaging 115 points, 114.8, hitting at an 80% rate. Versus the Warriors themselves, they're averaging just shy of 112, 111.4 over the last 5 games. And the Warriors defense, once again, and another green spot here when it's pertaining to their defense, they're 2-3 when holding a team, just like the other game. 2-3 holding teams to going over their team total points, and they're actually allowing 111 points per game per their defense, 110.7. So that's all the picks, guys. Let me know your thoughts on these picks. What are your picks for today's games, whether it's NBA, NCAA, March Madness, or MLB? Let's talk about some things. I'm going to work on my MLB picks currently and post those over my Twitter. So again, be sure to go follow me over at Vortex46 for all of my picks, and I will hopefully talk to you all with my video for tomorrow's games to come soon. Peace, guys.